So let's talk about how to craft the deep purpose of your business. And this is where I want to talk about this idea of skin in the game. Think about the risk that you have taken launching a construction company or buying into a construction company, owning a construction company. Someone who has skin in the game is an individual who assumes risk related to their decisions, to their strategies, to their activities. If someone doesn't have skin in the game, it really removes them from caring about the decisions that are made. So when you're looking to craft that deep purpose of your business, gather your core team. And it may only be a small group of people. It may just be you and your business partner, or it may be you and folks who are going to be buying you out of your business at some point. It may be a group of senior executives who all have skin in the game, all have commitment. They're just not fly-by-night folks who are here for a little bit and then they're going to move on to another company. But there's that sense of commitment. So gather the stakeholders, the people whose wealth is tied up in your organization. And the reason you want to do this is because if you bring in the other folks, you can risk diluting the message. This idea of finding out your deeper purpose is not a team building exercise, although it does result in teams being built, but it's not primarily to unify your organization. The assumption is your organization is, well, let me put it to you this way. The assumption is that those people involved in discovering your deep purpose and articulating it are already committed and unified to the business. So don't let a little bit of lack of commitment dilute the thinking around your deeper purpose. Set aside at least a couple of hours to have the discussion. And as you kick off the discussion, think back to when you started your business. What drove you? What drove you to start your business? When you first ask that question, why do we exist? The first answer that'll come up from most people is to make money. And that's fair enough. But then ask them, well, why do we want to make money? Keep asking why until you get to the core. Get beyond money and look for contribution and fulfillment. And be willing to be subjective. And what I mean by that, it's this idea of deeper purpose. It's not necessarily a feeling, but it's a sense. It's something deep within you. And I have a hard time articulating exactly what that is, but I know what it is. And I do know this, is that sense of deeper purpose, it must be authentic. Put it in your own words. You don't need big words. You don't need generic words. You don't need fancy words. You need true words to define your purpose. Let me give you some examples of purpose statements from real life construction companies. We'll kick it off with a framing company. Their purpose statement is this: we exist to provide and endure. Here's a tiling subcontractor. Their purpose statement is this: to crush the competition. Here's a general contractor. We deliver certainty. Here's a rebar contractor. We exist for the enjoyment we get from problem solving with the people we love and accomplishing things. Here's a sprinkler, a fire sprinkler contractor. Building lives by saving lives. And here is an AC, an air conditioning company, making people's lives comfortable. Notice the diversity in each one of those statements, but notice that they're all fairly subjective. They're very personal. They're unique. They're phrased in a way that isn't corporate speak. You're probably not going to find another purpose statement exactly like each one of those. And there's a real sense of pride behind each one. Some of them, like the AC company, the air conditioning company, and the sprinkler company, they're closely tied into the trade that they're in. Some of them are about the structure of the company, the framing company that says we exist to provide and endure. They're an ESOP, and so they really want to cause their business to endure over many generations. Some are tied to what the market wants, right? The general contractor, we deliver certainty. Right? When someone is purchasing construction services, what are they looking for? They're looking for that sense of certainty. And some of them are just personal, direct expressions of the CEO's nature, right? And that's the tiling company, to crush the competition. Some of them even are family-oriented, like that rebar company, doing things for enjoyment with the people that we love. So think about those purpose statements. Think about perhaps if you've crafted a purpose statement, does it have that sense of that unique personal aspect to it, that sense of pride, something where you can say yes, something where it goes ding, and you're like, yep, that is the purpose of our business.